I really understand where you're coming from, JB. I know what type of person you are. Kind of similar to Kyrie Irving, the way you move when it comes to the media. Because he doesn't nerf himself. He gonna say how he feel for the most part, but he's not gonna fall into the traps. Welcome to the Bar Sports Podcast. Smash that like button, smash that sub button, and ring that bell. Let's get it. Welcome to the Bar Sports Podcast. Where would JB land over the offseason? Because we've been seeing, the what's the word? What's the word can I use?
The tension?
The tension. We've been seeing the tension with him, the fans, the way that the fans go about how they treat, trash talking. I don't want to say they're just racist because I don't know. It could be how they've been trash talking for years. Because I'm pretty sure Boston was a racist franchise when they were winning those championships and they were getting their egos boosted. You know what I'm saying? And then they were playing against, the Showtime Lakers. So, that's probably passed down from generation to generation. And then it is Massachusetts.
It is Massachusetts, up in the north.
I really understand where you're coming from, JB. I know what type of person you are. Kind of similar to Kyrie Irving, the way you move when it comes to the media. Because he doesn't nerf himself. He gonna say how he feel for the most part, but he's not gonna fall into the traps of the media because he's not stupid. The real question right now will be: do you think JB still wants to be in Boston?
I feel like you said tension with the fan. I feel like he's had tension with Jason Tatum and the actual team. I just feel like with some games, Jason Tatum might be struggling down the stretch, and JB has had it going all game, but the coach still runs late game situations through Jason Tatum. I feel like JB might feel some type way about that. It's just I'm sure Jaylen Brown doesn't feel like Jason Tatum is better than him, and I can honestly say
I feel like it's a duo thing.
Yeah,
and I feel like the team should.
You feel like it's a duo thing. But I'm saying Jaylen Brown probably feel like I'm better than Jason Tatum.
Well, that's selfish though. If you're both thriving in an offense, and it's not like an offense that's nerfing you to 24 to 25 points a game. Like he's averaging 27, 7, and 3.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he's playing his full game. I know he can average more, but I don't think it gets much better than this. You're on a winning team, a powerhouse team at that, in the Eastern Conference. You're on a great defensive team. You know what I mean? And you're thriving on offense and defense for your career. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're playing great basketball over there. It doesn't really get better. The team looks like it clicks well. But what I will say, the franchise, the front office will get disrespectful. Kind of like how they didn't want to sign Grant Williams to an extension, and they wanted to see if he was worth the $20 million that he wanted over the offseason. And so he's going to be a free agent next year. So I guess they're just trying to play their part with win now. And if they don't win with this team now, they might disband it. And I don't like that as a Celtics fan. You know what I'm saying? Because I love this team. Well-constructed team. And I don't think it gets better than this. We've seen it with the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't get better than this. Another question. Do you think that the Celtics need Jaylen Brown? And what type of trade could the Celtics even get for Jaylen Brown that would be even? What would be an even trade?
I would package something together with Marcus Smart and get a scoring guard with Jason Tatum, and get a shooter and you would have to replace Jaylen Brown. You're not going to get nothing back like Jaylen Brown,
you're not though.
A comparison back.
Like him
so I will probably get a scoring point guard or two that could knock down some shots and play some defense two-way, kind of like Trey Murphy from the Pelicans. I know they can't get him, but that's an ideal, something like that. Shoot threes,
you're not
play
gonna get
defense.
Much for him. You're not gonna get much that's gonna be an even trade for him that keeps you where you want to be at. You know what I'm saying? Another stat to punch at y'all. You know what I'm saying? Without Jason Tatum on the court, Jaylen Brown is averaging 32, 10, and 4.
That's big time.
That's big time, man. That means when Jason Tatum is off the court, it's Jaylen Brown's team.
How much is Tatum averaging without Jaylen Brown?
Let's go. Let's see.
32 and 10. That's super big time. I don't know. I kind of feel like Jaylen Brown, dare I say, is better than Jason Tatum.
I don't
at
think
times.
So. I think that his game is a little bit more consistent than Jason Tatum because he has a mid-range game. I think that Jason Tatum he can shoot a mid-range, but I don't think he makes his move to shoot mid-range. I think he thinks that he's a great three-point shooter.
Yeah, he does.
So he thinks that he's a great finisher at the cup. So it's like what I was telling you about Curry. It's like, why would I shoot a mid-range when I feel like I'm great at the two easiest shots in the game? Yeah. So that's his. He's a shooter. You know how shooters get. It's two ways. It's Cupper, Malik Beasley. It's Cupper three.
Cupper three.
You feel what I'm saying? Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it didn't. Yeah, it didn't. It didn't load up.
Maybe it didn't happen.
I can see Jaylen Brown. Like I've seen some where he potentially the Blazers.
He's averaging 32 and 8 and 5. 11 games without Jaylen Brown.
So they're averaging about the same. Jaylen Brown averaging more.
Like a real duo.
Yeah,
a real duo. It doesn't fit better than this. I think the Celtics need to find a way to apologize to him to fix this. I think this needs to be fixed. I think that he could be here for the rest of his career. He should be for the rest of his career. He was here before Jason Tatum. I feel like he worked for this shit. It was kind of like should I say it was like I had a similar scenario, but I just forgot. Fuck it. Okay. But it's just I don't know. I don't think it glues better with Jason Tatum's game. I don't think you get a better person for him.
Yeah. I got a question. If the Celtics don't reach the finals this year,
and
will you consider that a failure to the season if they don't reach, or not a failure?
No, unless they lose first round.
Unless they use first round.
Yeah, like
hold on. So what are they, like third seed?
They're the second seed.
Second seed. So they had to play Milwaukee probably like
at the end.
Yeah. So let's say that they lose to them in the Eastern Conference Finals in 5 or 6.
Is that really?
Do you feel like they should break the team, or you feel like they should just come back with the same team?
Come back with the same team. If you just won the Eastern Conference Finals and then you lose one, come back with the same team. You had your chance. Y'all was just in the finals.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it gets better than this. You don't just go back to the finals. You can't just go get a whole new team. You got Malcolm Brown. You look at the whole roster. The whole roster is built for these two players. It's not going to get better. I think the only player that is equivalent in game to Jaylen Brown could be like Paul George. And he's not as consistent as Jaylen Brown.
Okay, I can see that.
And sometimes I would say Jaylen Brown might be better on defense. Because Paul George is suspect to me. Points, the shots that I see go over his head go in. The shots that I see over Jaylen Brown's head, they don't go in. So it's different.
I would say Jaylen Brown a little more physical, a little
right,
stronger.
I mean, he's not worried about getting hurt. That's what I always say about him. He's worried about getting hurt. I'm trying to see
if he does leave. Where do you feel like
he should go? Okay, yeah,
he should land.
That's what I'm trying to see. Like, what would be an even trade? I mean, I can see.
Is his contract up? They'll have to trade him, or he can go anywhere he want to go.
Don't go to Brooklyn because they're gonna treat you. They're gonna treat you weird. If you're gonna talk about the fan base, you can't go to Brooklyn. Miami. I can see Tyler Hero in a Celtics uniform. But it's like, why would you go get him unless you're going to get Tyler Hero and Bam or Jimmy for JB? That might be what they need to do, honestly. Jimmy for JB would be crazy. But that's gonna make the Celtics a lot more inconsistent though.
Yeah, because the Heat need a scorer.
Tatum is gonna be more of the primary scorer for real, and it's like when he off.
Yeah,
Jimmy
Jimmy can force. And also Jimmy, I feel like he can just hone in on because he don't really. I don't feel like Jimmy really give a fuck for real. He can just wander and just wander on defense, wander on offense. Let Jason Tatum do what he do. Yeah,
I think that's probably the best landing area. Anywhere else would be like, I don't know, like where are the assets? Where do you win, Boston? Because you're playing with them, you playing with fire. So where do you win in a trade?
Yeah,
you don't. Because the way y'all portraying him, he looked like one of the best, if not the best, shooting guard in the league.
Yeah, no cap. I'll take. If I'm drafting shooting guards,
I'm gonna draft Jason.
I'm drafting Jaylen Brown.
You feel me?
Always in love this game since high school.
Better than two-way with bounce.
Then a two-way with bounce
with a midi. He can shoot at a high clip with a bag, but he loves the midi. That's like
he's slick better than MJ.
He is better than MJ. I'm not even gonna reach. He is better than him. If you okay, for all y'all MJ lovers out there, imagine Jaylen Brown in the 90s. Fuck. Yeah. Imagine fucking Isaiah Thomas trying to guard Jaylen Brown. You telling me he ripping Jaylen Brown doing all that shit?
He's not.
He's not. Jaylen Brown had to rip himself. Like
I'm not gonna lie.
fucking Golden
Nobody
State.
was crossing left or right back then or going between the legs, putting
Nobody's
the ball in front
ISO,
of him. Nobody
like,
was
ISO
in and
and
out
shit.
behind the back. Nobody was,
Snatch.
nobody was had that pace to the game for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like these are all new. These niggas never seen niggas' bodies move like that. Ain't no way in the hell they was gonna be able to guard.
Prepare for that shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm
like,
saying.
he
Like
would
no
be the
way.
GOAT.
No
He's
way.
a two-way.
Yeah.
The bar.
The bar.